Today on Cribs, we're headed to the headquarters of About.com, the website that features information about hundreds of topics from health to hair care to dating, all crowdsourced and written by online experts. About.com is located at the heart of New York City, several floors above the tourist and bright lights of Times Square. I met with CEO Neil Vogel for a tour.
The cool thing about our little entry lobby is, well, there's two things. One, the less cool thing is that's still our old logo. We haven't changed it yet, so the new one is coming. But the cool thing is, and you'll see this around the office, that we cover 1,000 topics. We have experts that write about 1,000 things. So throughout the whole office, we have all of those topics on the walls. So whether it's New York City travel or urban legends or auto repair or table tennis and ping pong, it like constantly reminds people that we're experts in lots of stuff. And we write about lots of stuff, and we do it in a pretty fun ways around the whole office.
Is there a story with these red things?
When IAC bought About.com, they wanted to make it feel very internet-y, so you'll see these red ropes, which is our color, and these red ropes are supposed to represent the internet.
Cables.
And cables,
Got
ropes, I'm not sure. I don't know what we call them. I remember my first time here, I was like, what is with the red things everywhere? But then when they explained it, I was like, oh, that's actually really cool. And it makes a lot of sense. And you'll see these all over our office, and it sort of goes end to end from this side, which is like our data and ad teams, to our whole side over there, which is our tech and product teams.
Got it.
Taking the office down to its original cement foundation, then building the space to their own custom design, About.com moved into their New York headquarters in December 2012. Filling 2 floors with 220 employees, the company has more than doubled its staff over the past year.
This is our design floor and our tech floor. And the one thing, when we got here, the new management team got here 2 years ago, this place was like a sea of cubicles. It looked a little bit like some lawyer you knew designed internet space, and we were not very into that. So we said we were like one beanbag chair away from looking like a Fox sitcom set. So we kind of reworked the space, and we made it more open and more traditionally what you'd find in like a technology company or an internet company. And we have so many people now that it's probably a little bit too crowded, which is a relatively high-class problem. But you'll see that these people who are happily working behind us, very naturally happily working behind us, we use these common spaces all the time, and then you can see the whole plan is open and fun and loud and a lot of headphones.
Are there any spaces with more traditional office?
We do. We have part of the floor we still kept like a cubicle setup for the finance people, and our ad sales people are loud and boisterous, so they need a little bit more, they need places to use the telephone and do things, and you can't, I actually sit over with those guys, which is incredibly distracting.
Despite being on top of one of the busiest and most iconic intersections in the United States, life at About.com is work as usual. The whole vibe is very open and pretty relaxed. Teams, including executives, all sit together in an open space, opting to pop into one of the many conference rooms for meetings and private calls.
All right, so this is your office, right?
Yes, well, not office. So none of us here really have offices. But I did commandeer a conference room because there are times that you need privacy, and there are times I just can't talk to other humans. So I had out in there. But we use it, a bunch of the senior team uses it for meetings. So I've stuffed it full of bottles of scotch and Philadelphia sports mementos.
Right, and also Beastie Boys.
And Beastie Boys from in a past life. My company produced the Webby Awards, and my one memento that I take with me is a picture of the Beastie Boys when they were all still alive, sad, on the red carpet.
You guys have some pretty crazy views.
Upon hearing About was in Times Square, you're generally not excited about that, but it turns out it's pretty great. The views are great. You can actually see the ball drop from the other side of our office.
Do you guys have New Year's Eve parties here?
We didn't this year, we have in the past. We are, there's an amount of liability having a New Year's Eve party in Times Square that we're working
tell
through.
IAC.
But people, I'm not going to say people haven't been here for it. How's that? But I wouldn't know if they were.
Right.
I don't know anything about that.
Of course.
People come in here who don't live here, and they bring their parents to the office. They're like, oh my God, it's Times Square. I can see the police station. So that's nice.
You can really see everything from here, but it feels so quiet. So you can see the hubbub but not be part of it.
It's quiet. We're in the same building as Good Morning America, so when they have like Justin Bieber downstairs, you can't hear a thing at 10 in the morning. It's screaming 12-year-olds piercing our not so soundproof windows.
Got it. Okay, so it's not always that quiet. Thank you for having us. This has been amazing.
Oh, well, thanks for coming. And next time in Times Square, come back, please. See you guys soon.